On April 18, 1775, British General Thomas Gage secretly ordered 700 troops to march from Boston to Concord, Massachusetts, to seize colonial weapons and arrest Samuel Adams and John Hancock. Dr. Joseph Warren, a prominent Boston patriot, learned of the British plan through his network of informants and immediately sent word to Paul Revere and William Dawes. Revere, a 40-year-old silversmith and Sons of Liberty member, had previously established a warning system with Robert Newman, sexton of Old North Church in Boston's North End. At approximately 10 p.m., Newman climbed the church's 191-foot steeple and displayed 2 lanterns, signaling that British forces would cross the Charles River by boat rather than marching over land. Meanwhile, Revere crossed the Charles River in a small rowboat, evading British naval patrols anchored in the harbor to prevent exactly such communications between Boston and the countryside. Upon reaching Charlestown around 11 p.m., Revere borrowed a horse from Deacon John Larkin and began his famous ride toward Lexington, warning Patriot leaders along the route. Revere's predetermined route took him through Medford, where he alerted Captain Isaac Hall, then continued to Menotonie, now Arlington, to warn additional colonial militia commanders. At each stop, Revere shouted warnings about the approaching British regulars, never actually using the phrase, "the British are coming," as colonists still considered themselves British subjects. William Dawes simultaneously took a southern route through Boston Neck, also spreading the alarm to ensure the message would reach its destination, despite potential British interference. Around midnight, Revere reached Lexington and successfully warned Samuel Adams and John Hancock, who were staying at the parsonage of Reverend Jonas Clark. Dr. Samuel Prescott, a young physician returning from courting, joined Revere and Dawes as they continued toward Concord to warn of the weapons seizure attempt. Near Lincoln, Massachusetts, the 3 riders encountered a British patrol led by Major Edward Mitchell, who had been sent ahead to prevent exactly such warning missions. Dawes escaped by turning back toward Lexington, while Prescott jumped his horse over a stone wall and continued to Concord, successfully delivering the warning message. British soldiers captured Revere, interrogated him about colonial military preparations, then released him on foot near Lexington after confiscating his horse for military use. Thanks to the warning system, colonial militia companies throughout Middlesex County began assembling during the pre-dawn hours, preparing to confront the British expedition. By sunrise on April 19th, approximately 70 Minutemen had gathered on Lexington Green under Captain John Parker, ready to face the 700 approaching British soldiers. The British advance guard, led by Major John Pitcairn, encountered the assembled colonists at dawn, leading to the first shots of the American Revolutionary War. Revere's midnight ride had successfully alerted the colonial resistance, transforming a surprise British operation into the opening battle of America's fight for independence.